Dan, it's dance time.
Sure is. Look at you go.
Look at me dance.
Woo!
Woo!
Just partying in space.
That's what I do. I like to have space parties.
Yeah, you always say that.
Yeah, I'm always trying to have some kind of space party. I'm doing this dance, I'm doing this dance, I'm waving at space.
Man.
I'm just sitting down and just looking.
That's not a party. Sitting's not partying.
Hey, look, man, I don't know how long the parties you go to are, but most of the ones I go to, at some point, you got to sit the F down.
All right. You know more. You're the veteran of space partying.
All right. This is Destiny Rise of Iron. This is the expansion, the latest expansion for Destiny.
You look like a xenomorph. Is that new stuff?
I don't know. So I hadn't played Destiny. We recorded ourselves running a raid, and that was maybe the last time I played Destiny. I got some weapons out of it that looked all bony and weird, and then I didn't play too much of it. They announced that the racing thing that was real bad. I played a little bit of that and went like, man, this is real bad. And then there was some kind of Halloween thing with masks that I remember.
There were little gummy things that you could run around and collect or give to people or eat or something, and they didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I don't know. So that all happened, and at some point I ended up with like 25 boxes in my mail that I don't know where they came from. I opened a bunch of them, but there's still a bunch here.
Sterling treasure.
If you want to,
I want to point out, I just saw a guy doing the Drake dance from that Hotline Bling video. They apparently put that into this game. That guy right there was Drake dancing.
Well, yeah. I mean, they sell dances still.
I didn't know they were going for
This lady sells dances. She has for like a year, and yeah. I mean, they launched with like the fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dance.
Yeah.
And like all that shit.
I think that stuff's kind of lame.
I think it totally reduces the quality of the game to have this stuff in here. I think it's like... Hey, Dan Reichert, I don't know if you know this about me.
What's that?
I like fun.
Yeah, okay. I did know that, I think.
I just don't think this is actually fun.
I think it's stupid.
I think it's like, at some point, it's nice if you can like... I don't know, man. It just sucks. You see people doing this stuff after they win stuff, and you're like, man, that's real lame.
Yeah. I mean, that's like, okay. That's not a dance. That's just punching.
I think that's lame too. I don't know. I honestly like
looking good.
The basics of like, hey, I need to be able to wave to people sometimes. Like, hey, sitting down, that makes sense. Like those types of like communicative emotes might actually be kind of cool. I don't know. And I like slash dance in World of Warcraft and other games around, like I'm not opposed to that type of dumb shit, but for some reason in Destiny, I just think it's stupid. And maybe it's because they decided to sell the dances. Anyway, I got these boxes, and I think you could buy more of them, but a lot of the stuff just comes out of, or a lot of the stuff that comes out of this. Okay, Desolate Plate, that's actually...
purple.
It also has 3 defense.
Oh.
So this is, you infuse items into other items.
Yeah.
And unlike when they first rolled out the infusion stuff, now your full amount goes in. So I could infuse it, and then I would have. So I got ghost legs earlier.
That looks pretty cool.
So now I have 2 of the 4 parts of ghostly armor.
You're like a Taken.
Exactly. And I could, I could put these 350 boots into this and then have that if I wanted to.
I never quite understood that process. Like, let's say, is that something you do want to do? Like, could you show that? I don't want you to do it if it's not something you want to do.
I mean, I could turn them into 314s because I have this, and I don't think I'm gonna use this. But like, I can go through most of the process. So you go to this details thing, you go to infuse. So basically, you are feeding items to your other items.
Right.
Let's say I like the look of this ghost chest.
Yes, it looks cool.
But the stats are obviously terrible. I need to feed it items.
So you feed the good items to the bad items.
Yes, and I give the stat of the good item to the bad item. And originally there was math involved and you didn't get the full amount out of it. At some point they went, okay, that's crazy, rightfully so, and you just get the full amount of the other item, sometimes even slightly more. I got like 1 point more infusing stuff last night.
Does that just happen randomly, or?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's only 1 point, so maybe it doesn't matter that much. Huh. So yeah, for legendary marks and a moat and some armor materials and some glimmer, I can infuse that stuff into that other stuff. For exotic items, like this helmet, which is only $291.
An insurmountable skull fort.
This is a cool helmet because it gives me an additional melee charge.
Oh.
So if I want to infuse into that, I also need an exotic shard.
You look like Daft Punk.
I like this helmet a lot. But also, like, this helmet's okay too. I don't know. This was one that came in at 3, and I infused something into it because I liked the bonuses on it, and it also has a blue glow. At some point, they added armor that you can infuse colored items into to give it a bit of a glow.
So beyond just like shaders, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So this is another one of those. The Spectar armor set is the chroma armor, I guess, that you can color up if you want. Anyway, I have 320 light, which is significantly higher than it was before Rise of Iron came out, because I ran one mission and spent some legendary marks on these boots and did some other little things to my items and got some drops that were higher than what I had, and now I'm at 320.
All right. What was the cap with Tekken King?
I do not remember. The new cap is 385.
Okay.
Let's. I mean, we might as well just open the rest of these, right? Okay. There's the Spectar Greaves. That's the.
Is that the glowy ghost stuff?
No, there's not the glowy ghost stuff. It's the, I think, Desolate. And the chroma, that's what gives it the glow. I can fit those into the items to get different colored glows out of it and stuff like that.
And are they used up once you do that?
Yeah, they are, yeah. And I think eventually I think you can buy these for real money. I don't know why I had 25 of them or however many it was in my inventory.
Huh.
There must have been some like, hey, you're gonna get a bunch of these thanks for playing test. I don't know where they came from, but.
I wonder if it comes with like the expansion or how that works.
I had these before the expansion came out, so they may have come with a previous expansion or some kind of I no idea, dude. No idea.
Gotcha. This is a weird game.
Yeah, and returning to it after having not played it for a very long time, like I had forgotten about some of the things they had done to the UI and stuff like that, and I had no idea what to do or how to play my character and all this other stuff. Like I just had, a lot of it was just kind of lost in the mists of time.
Right.
Where like these I forgot about these, that they had bundled up the quests into these kind of larger step-by-step things here.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I still have things in this list that I don't think I can even do anymore.
They're just closed off?
Because,
why would that be?
Because they have taken out the stupid racing stuff.
Oh, so you should be able to just abandon that.
Yeah, but it's still here, and I'm part of the way finished with it.
It was a limited time event, and you did not do it in the time window.
I would assume they would bring it back at some point.
Yeah.
And hopefully make it better. And then I also have ones for, like the thing with the masks.
Oh, the Halloween stuff.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know that I can do this. I mean, Halloween's coming up. Maybe they'll bring it back. I have no idea. But it's also like there's no real indication on this that this isn't a thing you can do anymore.
Yeah, there should be a like expired or
maybe
something.
there's some other way to get these masks still do these, but I straight up no idea.
Weird, huh?
It's a mystery.
Yeah, like if they did a new Halloween event, I would assume that there'd be new quests.
There's also this. Remember, for the first after the first year of the game, they did the thing of like, hey, if you complete these 6 things, you're awesome.
Right.
They kind of codified that in game a little bit better with this sweet book, where I did 2 of the things, I guess, and got this shader.
Things?
Oh, it's I leveled a subclass. I completed the Taken King quest line.
Okay, so they're like little achievements within the game.
Yeah, and then the more of them you complete, the more of this stuff you get. But then that book is still here, but it says this event is inactive, and
Is year 2 over?
Yeah, because this is the year 3 book.
Oh, okay.
The Rise of Iron book, which just unlocked, and I've completed 2 things there, and there's more stuff to do and all that sort of stuff. So this is all new to me. I don't know when they put the book stuff directly in the game.
Did you have to collect that during a mission, or is that just in the menu?
Like it was in the postmaster had it. I got it right off. You just kind of have it.
So why is that exotic? And the other one, like, it's weird that would have a rarity to it if it's something everyone gets.
You got me, man.
This game's weird.
Let's see. So here we are, crouching, hanging out, doing our thing, looking tough.
Yeah.
I've played the first mission of this new campaign. They've got some new storyline stuff. So maybe we'll go into the next one of those. There's some new multiplayer maps. They've also added private matches to the game if you want to play the competitive multiplayer with your friends. I barely want to play the competitive multiplayer at all, but it is a good way to get the legendary marks.
Yeah, I would just do like one a day when I was playing because you could get those dailies.
Right, yeah, these dailies still spit out 10 there, 15 there.
Yeah.
Okay, the Daily Heroic Story. That's light 350 now, all right. 350 for the strike stuff, 360 for the hard, okay, yeah, well, I don't have that stuff. And I just have a bunch of quests around the map and stuff that I just didn't do or didn't, it's like, God, what is, I mean, some of it's stuff I'm tracking deliberately and all that, but yeah, this thing did the thing that, like, in a smaller scale, the thing that Star Trek Online did when I stayed away from it for a year or a year and a half or however long, where reloaded it and it was like everything had changed, the UI was different, and I was like, I have no idea how to play this game anymore. So it took me a few hours of playing it and like re-familiarizing myself with the stuff that I remember and looking at the stuff that changed and trying to piece it all together to where it started to make sense again.
So is this new here? This area, like the Plague Lands and Felwinter Peak?
So this is, this is a new area here.
Okay.
This was where the first story mission was. The Plague Lands, I think, is the new zone here, but we haven't quite gotten there yet. So I think we're going to go into the Cosmodrome here.
That's a Taken King mission.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it really?
Yep. It definitely said it. Like, go over that. See?
Oh, you're
Taken
right.
King.
Okay, that makes more. Okay, well, here's a Rise of Iron.
All right.
Okay, this is the second Rise of Iron mission. I guess maybe this showed up after I completed the raid?
Weird. Okay. I could see that happening.
Dude, I have no idea. All right, well, whatever, man. Let's go do this.
That's kind of how I played this game, is I would just look at the map, and if something was blinking at me or whatever, I'd be like, I guess I'll do this thing. And I'll walk around for a while and shoot stuff, and it feels good, and just... It's like you're just wandering through space shooting stuff, which I kind of like.
Yeah, I think the moment-to-moment action, I think, is still
Lord
good.
Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about Siva, but I can't find a reference to Siva in the Vanguard database.
Is that your Yeller
That's
wing?
because I went to great
No.
lengths to lock it away.
It's
The
the
records
worst
are
Smashing
the
Pumpkins
Iron
album of them all.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about Siva, then shouldn't we?
No, it's you
What
get a
you
new
need
Sparrow
to do now
for
is
pre-order.
track-
Oh, that's what that thing is.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
And then also, I have, where is it? An Iron Yaller Horn.
Whoa.
But it's 3. So everyone can get one of these now. There's a quest line that will pop after you finish the main story stuff.
Okay.
So we'll get you one, and the pre-order thing is you merge it into that iron one.
Gotcha.
Out of the wall.
That's a pretty cool looking gun you've got there.
So this was the thing I got for finishing the raid.
Oh.
It's a scout rifle. It's pretty good.
That's pretty sharp looking.
Burn.
That's pretty cool. What subclass are you?
It's the solar one.
Sun sport?
Yeah, I throw hammers.
You throw hammers?
I throw burning fucking hammers.
Can you do that?
No, that's when I
Oh, that's
hit
your
my
ultimate
super,
thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I've not played this in over a year, and just seeing this makes me want to play again.
I just got this pistol. I have not really spent a lot of time with the sidearm.
I didn't either. Scout rifles were my thing, for sure, in rocket launcher.
Well, scout rifles are our primaries. This is a scout rifle.
Right. Oh, the sidearm, like...
is a secondary weapon, like a shotgun.
Is that the one you have to hold triangle to get to?
No, that's the heavy.
Right, okay.
Oh, shit.
Get the grenade.
We need to get through.
It's been kind of fascinating just seeing how this game has changed and progressed since it first came out, because it was just such a confusing mess at first.
Yeah, and I think it's like still like all this content they've released in the years since its initial release has felt like it has been designed to fix the issues of the initial release, and like stopgap style new content to be like, oh, well, we got to put something in. Like Taken King didn't feel like a proper expansion.
What do you mean?
This, like, it just didn't feel like it was enough.
I thought there was a decent amount of content in there.
And I think
you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell?
This seems like it might end up being the same way.
Does this seem like it's maybe on par with Taken King as far as?
It costs less.
Okay.
So I don't actually know. But I think, talking to Brad and who's been following this stuff a little more closely than I have, his expectations were at an all-time low.
Oh, okay.
Of just like, yeah, this seems like it'll maybe be even less than Taken King was.
Oh, okay.
There is a new raid. I don't think it's in the game yet, but it's coming relatively soon. So, you know, obviously people would have to kind of gear up for the raid anyway, so that's not end of the world that it's not in here day one.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there are some people that have already finished everything there is to finish and are now like just waiting for the raid. There's got to be people that are already there, right?
Right, yeah.
Ah, shit.
The fan base for this game is just rabid. Like, this game has been a huge success despite all of the weird shit that's gone on with it.
Well, you know, I mean, I think that's because there are really good things about it from like a handle, you know, the way it handles and all that sort of stuff. But also, like, I think they made a game that, like, inspires an MMO level of obsession and then didn't have a pipeline in place to actually deliver on the content expectations that come with that.
Right.
And their business model was, you know, different as well. They weren't charging a regular fee to play it. So is that thing? No, that's sparks. It's not shooting at me.
You're doing graffiti?
Yep.
Oh, man.
One color throw-ups over here.
What?
Some wheat pasting.
The hell are you talking?
Some two-color
Is that
throw-ups.
vaping? Are you talking about vaping?
No, I'm not talking about vaping.
It sounds like
I'm talking
vaping
about getting
terms.
up, man.
Is that vaping?
No.
Do you get up when you vape?
I mean, no. It's a depressant, isn't it? Dude, I don't know.
Yes, you do. You know so much about this stuff.
Except I've never vaped, so I only know the lingo. I don't want anything to do with that shit. Other than I think it's hilarious.
Except for watching it all the time.
No, it's not. You can't really watch it all the time. Look, Vapors.tv. There aren't enough people streaming their vaping anymore.
Oh, okay. It's dying out.
It really is dying out.
Is there any Patreon for vaping?
There has to be, right?
Yeah, we gotta look this up.
Surely there are some people, because you think about it, like, you know, there's been money to be made in the like vape review scene.
Right.
And those videos are hilarious.
What are they like?
It's just like people talking about, well, this box mod that I got here is, you know, they sent it over. They sent over their new liquids, and you know, this one's really good. And they're always really good.
Right.
PG and VG is like a good blend, and you know, it's just
What's a PG?
polypropylene glycol.
Is that drugs?
It's chemicals.
Okay.
The vape juice has to be mixed with certain types of chemicals in order to vape properly.
Is vaping supposed to make you feel like anything?
Like you're smoking cigarettes. It's got nicotine in it.
And people say like cigarettes make people feel things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
these are
It's
all
not like high though. They don't feel high, right?
I mean, just define high.
I don't know, different,
Yes.
altered.
If you
Like-
didn't look, no one would smoke if it didn't do anything to
They
you.
get addicted.
Because it does something to you.
But doesn't the smoking when you're addicted just take away the headaches and the unpleasantness?
Yes, just like the caffeine does now too.
Oh. Okay.
Think about it.
Okay. Huh.
That stuff's all bad.
Yeah.
Being addicted to Destiny, much safer.
Safer. I think addicted to anything is probably a bad thing.
Oh yeah, probably. Everyone's addicted to something, man.
What are you addicted to?
Heroin?
Okay.
No, I don't know. Caffeine, probably.
Yeah, it's probably mine too. I got totally off it for a little bit, and then I just started drinking it again because I like it, and now I just drink it all the time again.
Now think about why you like it.
It's good
Why is it good?
because it tastes good.
Caffeine doesn't taste good.
Well, Coca-Cola tastes good, and
why
I
does
like
it taste good?
because of the corn syrup.
Because it makes you feel good.
No, it tastes good on my tongue
An imperceptible. Why does your brain think it tastes good?
because it's a good flavor. Like that's how food works and drinks.
So why don't you drink caffeine-free Coke?
That doesn't taste as good.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what my mom always got growing up, and it was always a bummer.
Why do you think that was a bummer?
Because it doesn't, the caffeine brings some flavor.
Because it doesn't lift you up, man.
No.
You don't get up the same way you do on regular
Not
Coke.
getting up was graffiti.
It is.
Lots of fallen, but still no.
I mean,
sign of
Barks
stepping.
doesn't have, Diet Barks doesn't have caffeine, and that's good.
Okay.
But every once in a while, you know, you want a Coke. I had a Coke and a bagel this morning, and it was delightful. Diet Mountain Dew, drank a lot of that.
What is that?
I had a
pattern
caffeinated
over
Cliff
there?
Bar last week.
Can we take a closer look?
You can eat caffeine?
Oh yeah,
Really?
sure. They make caffeinated gum, all sorts of stuff.
Is that new tech?
Not that new?
Caffeine gum?
Yeah, they've made caffeinated gum for years.
Strange readings.
It's just a chemical.
Have I been eating caffeinated gum? Is it like juicy fruit or?
No, you would know. It's all special. Like this gum's gonna get you up, man.
Okay.
Is Siva.
One color throw ups.
With the proper direction,
Is that graffiti?
it could create anything
Okay.
civilization would need.
I haven't seen fruit stripe gum in a long time.
Theory.
Is that
Yeah.
with the zebra with the colored stripes?
Yep. Yeah. The fruit. Yeah. The zebra.
That's good stuff. It loses its flavor real quick.
It does. It's that's why they sell it in packs of like 100.
Yeah,
Dark.
yeah.
Something is driving them into the open.
All right, so this is back in basically like public cosmodrome areas here. This is kind of where that public event with the tank.
Oh yeah. In old Russia?
Yeah. Actually, I guess this whole mission, like a lot of it, like that's kind of the beginning of the game behind us.
Pop quiz, what race are you killing right now?
That was the Hive, because the
This is the
guy
Hive,
came
okay.
on the radio and said it.
Are they native to old Russia? Or have they taken over Earth?
Yeah, those are Russians.
Okay.
And they're all descended from Nikolai Volkov, the original Russian.
Okay.
Actually, they're from the moon. I think that wizard is anyway.
Right. You remember when Nikolai Volkov did a thing where he was down on his luck and didn't have any money, and so the $1 Million Man bought him, and he made him wear a little tuxedo, but instead of dollar signs on the lapels, it was cent signs to make fun of him for being poor?
I do remember that now that you mention it.
That was
I didn't realize that was Volkov that they did that
Yeah.
with, but
That was a pretty
yeah.
smart move. I like that.
It's real dumb. I wonder if the chests and stuff still spawn when you're in a mission. I forget.
The gold chest?
Is there spin metal out here still?
I'm glad I never played this game too much when it was such a pain in the ass of just walking around collecting helium filaments or whatever. And like, there's still some of that for sure, but
Yeah, I mean they made it. See, I think you can trade legendary marks for those types of materials now
Right.
if you want to. But that seems like a waste of marks.
how do you get legendary marks? You get through the dailies, right?
Yeah,
that's one of the ways
yeah,
at least.
the daily competitive stuff will give you those. I think there are other ways to get them, but I so don't remember. Can we just fucking haul ass here?
I gotta say, the Sparrow stuff, still really cool. Like all of a sudden, you know, at any point you can just fucking pull out this cool jet ski thing and just take off. Like I like the Sparrow a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the racing stuff was bad because I just didn't think they
right.
controlled well or was especially fun. But the actual like in-game vehicle stuff I thought was fun.
Yeah, the basic getting around is really well done. Are these Hive?
Yeah, those are still Hive.
So they're Bugmen.
Yeah, the Hive are the Bugmen. The Fallen are just kind of
They're-
aliens.
Yeah, some of them have 4 arms, right?
Yeah.
And are the Taken still doing things?
I guess.
Or
I mean,
they
I don't know
dead?
if they'll be in these missions or not, but they still show up when you're patrolling and
Okay.
just kind of like doing, you know, non-story stuff.
All
Gotcha.
readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online.
Okay.
No problem.
No problem, person, whoever you are. Like, I want to care about the Destiny lore.
They make it hard.
Yeah. So we were trying to remember the name of the Hive on the podcast this week.
Right.
We could not remember the name of that faction, and about 20 minutes after we finished the show, I realized we totally forgot about the Cabal,
Right.
which are the Martian. What is this thing? Oh, that's okay. Well, Siva Swarm was a okay. We can shoot this thing. Nailed it.
The Cabal use like a trackball, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cabal, you back forward, low kick, and he does the spin move.
Oh, right. Yeah. Ground blades.
Back, run.
I like when he inflated people's heads and they floated off the screen and then blew up
Yeah.
like a balloon.
There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the log from the station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Do it.
Do it.
Something weird incoming.
So wait a minute, let me get this straight. I went up to a terminal. The ghost looked at it for a while, and then there was a fight.
But there wasn't any Peter Dinklage. Totally new.
It's a good point.
Augmented or not.
There's no Peter Dinklage, period.
Yeah, he's done.
Which I
Fallen inside.
think this ghost voice that Nolan North has provided is a better ghost voice.
Yeah. You have to wonder what they initially thought, like, because they knew they were going to keep up with Destiny for years and years and years. Like, did they expect it? Like, they had to think that, like, oh, we're going to have to keep paying this actor who's getting more and more famous by the day. Like, maybe that's a bad idea.
I mean, maybe they thought that would lend the game some additional credibility or like another marketing point that they could use to say, like, hey, this very hot actor is in the game. There are kind of a handful of actors that did roles for the game that are actually weirdly bit parts. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe just someone who was not necessarily attached to the production process was a big Peter Dinklage fan or something and said, no, we got to get this guy. This is going to be huge.
Yeah, and then keep up with that for the years that Destiny's going to be around.
It was a dumb idea.
Yeah.
And also, like, not a great performance.
No, it wasn't.
All right, let's throw hammers.
Oh, you have multiple hammers?
Yeah, I can keep throwing them.
Oh, that seems pretty cool. That's really cool.
It's useful. It's fun.
That looks like a lot of fun.
Like the charge thing, the dive and all that stuff is
Sensor logs.
it was fun. Like that was the class I went with initially, the subclass I went with initially, but like this one's more fun.
Need the
Nice.
servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of Siva. Guardian, we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here.
Okay.
Speaking of actors, did you know that Daniel Stern lives around here?
Like around like a block away, like stuff,
I
or
think
in
like
this town.
East Bay-ish or
Yeah.
something. I had
Yeah,
a friend that saw him in a grocery store and said something. I guess he looks much different now, and he got very excited because he's like, "Oh, no one's recognized me in months."
All right, some 330 legs. I already got those 350 legs, so who cares? 320 mark. That's better than this 307. But I might just infuse this into that to keep the blue glow.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that glow.
Or I might not infuse anything because at some point it's a waste of, like, so these items I can get with legendary marks are dropping it or popping out at 350.
Okay.
So if I'm gonna infuse, I might as well wait until I get the 350s
Yeah,
and
that
then
makes
decide if I
sense.
want to keep those or infuse them into the other thing.
Yeah.
Instead of just infusing over and over again, which I was doing for a little while there, and then I realized, like, oh wait, I'm like burning through resources. This is probably not a great idea.
Huh.
That can go though. These helmets. I'm already wearing one of these helmets. Why would I need more?
So it breaks down the chroma when you dismantle
Yeah,
it?
these chroma enabled armor breaks down into more chroma.
Okay.
For whatever reason. Hunter gauntlets. Screw that. Yeah, 330 boots. It's not bad. Needed 330 boots. Ah, screw it. I'll infuse.
Nice.
It's only 3 marks.
I forget. How do you get motes of light?
You get them. It's kind of like when you hit the level cap, the bar at the bottom of the screen. As that fills up, you get motes when you fill it.
Right. Okay. So the level cap is the same, right?
Yeah, it's still 40. They didn't raise the level cap.
Okay, so light goes up, but not level.
Right. Yeah. So it's just like it's basically like new gear in the game.
Okay.
Okay. So I think you wanted me to meet him at the. Okay. Yeah. So this is the new social area.
Ah, so there's a new hub.
Yeah.
Will this be your first time seeing it?
Yes.
It's a social, but like, outside of just people running around,
Yeah.
you're not really
there's
like chatting with
you're
them.
Right, you're right. I wonder like what percentage of people have like been in the tower and then saw a person and said, "Let's party up and do stuff."
Less than one, I'm sure.
Less than 1%.
Percent.
Oh. I mean, the number of websites for finding groups and all the other stuff that had to pop up around this game tells me that maybe the social stuff they built into the game initially was not enough.
Right. Do they still do the Grimoire card thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have received new Grimoire cards since we started playing this. What is my current Grimoire score? 3025.
Do you have any Alberto Del Rios?
Yeah, I've got an orange Alberto Del Rio,
great.
which is sold out now. So it's not with the company, so it's kind of nice.
Wow.
Okay, I got this sniper rifle that's 330. That's better than this sidearm. But I don't necessarily want to use a sniper rifle all the time, so I'm not going to equip it. I'm also not going to infuse it into the... Well, look, let's just fucking go see stuff.
It's kind of a cool like Skyrim mountain looking place.
Yeah. Actually, I completed some of these tasks. I should cash those in real quick here. Are there other items I should equip to gain the XP on them? Guess not. I guess we're good. 10 spin metal. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Okay, that unlocked the first upgrade on this. Which...
That thing's colored like a super soaker.
Yeah. But
I like it.
it burns. It's fire damage. Solar damage. Okay, so we've got... That's the guy we're looking to talk to. This is the postmaster who he's still sitting on this thing that'll let me set a character to level 40.
Does that come with the expansion?
That came with the last expansion. I just never picked it up.
Wait, was there one before or after Taken King?
No, the Taken
Before
King
this?
came with it.
That let you bring someone to 40?
Yeah, that spark. You can also buy them.
I didn't think it was 40. Holy crap.
I'm pretty sure.
40's the cap.
Maybe it set him to 20 in the last one. And this new one sets him to 40.
I think that's the case, yeah.
Guardian, my fellow Iron Lords died fighting to keep Siva contained. Since that day, I have kept watch for its return, for the day we'd be required.
Can you tell me what
once
Siva is?
again.
Oh, that's okay. All right.
Long ago, the flames on this mountaintop stood as a symbol to humankind that the Iron Lords
Pretty cool
would
chest
protect
plate.
them. If the need has arisen again, I think you should be the one to relight those fires.
So what you're saying is you want me to go do that?
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna.
Run errands for him.
You can't pave the way to the future if you don't respect the bones of the past.
I don't know.
You may want to try the Jovian complex.
So this is on Earth, right?
Yes.
What
Take
part
care
of
of
Earth
it.
is this?
There aren't many like it anymore. You know what's important, Titan.
We got a sick helmet. How about
Cool.
how sick? Sicker than my current one.
Pretty sick.
Discipline strength.
So can you feed that to your yellow one, or?
I need an exotic shard
Okay.
in order to feed anything to an exotic item.
Okay.
So that you get those by breaking down other exotics, which I have them. I have some exotics that I'm okay breaking down, but I want to say that if you level them up completely, you get 2 shards instead of 1,
Okay.
which would be valuable, it seems like. I don't know, maybe exotic shards are totally trivial now. I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh.
Is that supposed to be the Cosmodrome out there in the distance? Look to the left. To the left. Yeah, like that.
I assume so.
That's pretty cool. I like that. I wonder if you can see this mountain from the Cosmodrome.
That's a dog.
Live, yeah. That's a wolf.
What up, dog? Wait, was that, what is it? Oh, this is the bank, right? Yeah. Wait, was that
Dead ghost.
dead ghost? Where?
It was right there.
More dead ghosts.
There you go.
My sick grimoire score. All right, that's one more out here, huh? Okay. Oh, it's a Vanguard guy.
Help Saladin, and I will do my best to help you.
Complete public events in the Plague Lands. Oh, so there are bounties, Vanguard bounties here. Legendary Huh. 350 mark.
Maintain your focus.
You don't tell me what to do.
There aren't any novels for Destiny, are there?
Just the ones that I wrote.
Okay. That's just for you.
Yeah.
Help me tell the truth.
You ever read any of those Halo novels? Fall of Reach or anything like that?
Nope.
No.
We haven't met yet. I'm Tyra Karn. I was once the
No,
archivist
we met
in service of the
5
Iron
minutes
Lords.
ago.
Saladin called me back because he believes my knowledge of what happened here could be of use. That scout the Vanguard sent? Shiro? He asked me to look at those logs you brought back. Apparently, I'm the only one old enough to make sense of them. In any case, I'll pass along what I can gather.
Okay, he's just got the item. I should pick up the item just so this fucking...
I hope you are doing well, Guardian. Sign, please.
Fine.
Hold on.
Leave me alone.
Do you see yourself continuing with this and doing the raid?
I think I will play the new story content, and if it so happens that I am raid ready or close to it, and people I know are playing the raid, I would be interested in seeing it. The most
Right.
fun I've had with the game so far have been playing those raids. Destroy the heavy weaponry. Okay, complete a mission.
I've had the tower scramble reinforcements, but we're going to need someone.
You know, I've probably put 50, 70 something hours into this, and I still haven't done a single raid. I feel like I probably should.
They're good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I have no idea why I haven't done it.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it requires a time. There's a time commitment to it. You need to find a crew of people that want to do it. Like that's, you know,
Yeah.
like the raids aren't for everybody, and I think that's.
I feel like I should try though. You know.
Yeah. I go back and forth on that. On one hand, like I think it's a hassle to have to do that sort of stuff, but
Right.
also it's unique in a way that
But shame won't keep me from...
you know, like I'm glad that they're in there because they are very interesting and fun to do. At the same time, yeah, I think that, you know, there are going to be some players who don't really have the support system in place to see those through,
Yeah.
and that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I guess I don't have that excuse. I know enough people to play this game, or I could just tweet something out, and if I wanted to, I could get it done. But it's just, I think it's the time commitment thing. Like, aren't those things supposed to be like 6 hours long the first time you do them?
You know, at this point, if you were going through the very first raid and you were as high level as you are,
Yeah.
and everyone you'd be doing it with has probably done it already, it's not going to be 6 hours.
Do you think if I went back to the first raid, I could do it solo?
No.
No.
Someone probably could. I don't know that you could.
Sounds like a challenge.
Well, I mean, there are things in that raid that like you kind of have to be in more than one place at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So
Like puzzle
doing
type
it,
stuff?
yeah, doing it alone
Yeah.
would be not easy.
Gotcha.
Well, you know, there are some new competitive multiplayer maps that I don't know that I can guarantee that we'll get into. I don't think I've seen any of them yet. I played some last night and got into the same kind of boring maps that were there always. So we could try and do a strike though. This requires 320. We're there.
You could do that. This game seems like just a big commitment. Like everything kind of just takes a long time.
Like getting through this baseline content, like, hey, there's some new story missions. Like you can do that alone, and it's not, it's not out of control. You can, it's very manageable.
That's probably what I'll do with this.
But doing anything past that is where it starts to be like, oh, I need to either.
The Dust Palace is lost to us again, back in Cabal hands. Word is they've let the Scion Flayers out of their cages to dig around in the central AI's cortex, which means they really want what's buried in there. If Rasputin was protecting it, it's valuable.
I don't know if this is going to be a new strike or not.
Out.
Oh yeah.
Because some of the strikes that got added, like the strikes that were in the base game, I played all those a lot because that was when I was playing the most Destiny.
Yeah.
The ones they added after that, I probably only did all those once or twice, and it's been such a long time that
This might be an old thing.
it's possible. talked about psionic flares. I think those have existed before, but that doesn't necessarily mean this isn't. And this is on Mars. It's the Cabal.
According to Vanguard report,
Dust Palace seems like an existing one.
Yeah.
We better move.
I think I've done this before.
Yeah, I think
this
I've
is
done
looking.
this
yeah,
too,
this is
yeah.
looking very familiar.
Yeah.
This is looking very familiar.
Yes.
This is looking incredibly familiar.
Yes.
This seems like something that everyone has done a million times.
Most likely.
This seems like I should probably quit.
Probably.
This is a dick move, but
I forget, can other people jump in?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. They'll be fine. They'll live.
I apologize to those other 2 players. Sometimes that's how it goes. I want to see if we can. Can we patrol the plague lands yet? Is that a?
Yeah. Or no, you can at least go there.
Well, let's go there. Let's go there and look at it, and then call it.
Sounds good.
I don't know. Like I said, I feel like everything they've released since the original game came out has felt like not enough, and it's felt like kind of a stopgap.
Yeah, I mean, it is new content.
Yeah.
So for the people that are still playing it, they'll have more to do. But
I'm interested in what they do next year, because that would be a theoretical full game, and
The Fallen have occupied a military.
wasn't that going to be this year?
yeah, they
Won't
pushed
get
it back.
any
Yeah, yeah.
reinforcements in that area until
is
the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The understanding.
The Fallen
out there.
are a
Have they super confirmed that next year is going to be like a real deal Destiny 2?
I don't think they've actually announced.
Just kind of rumored.
Yeah. I think that's just kind of where the contracts ended up at, and then that got pushed back to make. So if that game is going to come out and actually fix all the things wrong with Destiny,
All right.
but also like what I think is wrong is probably some of the stuff that is making them a lot of money. So
Right,
who
right.
knows?
Need you to shut them down.
Understood.
Okay, so now we're walking back into this. This is where that thing was.
Guardian.
Oh, right.
Dead vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
I can certainly walk up to something and get my ghost out and hold down square. And can we fight afterwards, or?
Basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers.
Oh.
They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
Splicers, eh?
It
Gonna throw bees at them.
Yeah.
The Splicers are not only using SIVA to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
Maybe it came up while we were talking, but I still am 1,000% unclear on what SIVA is. I saw him say that the Fallen is the symptom and that SIVA is the disease. So there's that. But,
Okay. Huh.
The
Yeah,
Fallen have done
maybe
some
we talked our way through it,
remodeling.
Probably.
but
I think it's
Take the
vaping.
metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements.
Yeah, like all this stuff is new.
yeah.
I don't recognize this at
I've
all.
never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
Oh, hi.
You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
So it's a Fallen that shoots weird gas grenades. at
Okay.
us. Weird homing gas balls.
Cosmetically, are they the exact same? No,
look
they
a
look
little
a bit different, yeah.
A bit different.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I like the look of those, the Ingrams.
Yeah.
Looks like you're getting a big fun toy or something.
It's like they look like fun candies.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know that I'm not gonna necessarily like push through all the story missions here while we're recording.
Yeah, yeah.
That's. I think you probably get the idea, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I like Destiny, even if I want a lot more out of it than what they've been doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will play this content and see how it goes. You know, there will be another raid, and I don't know if I'll play it or not, but I am interested in hearing more about it, I guess.
Yeah.
There's still one raid that I haven't done.
Which one was that? Was that the wolf one? The wolf mother raid or whatever?
I don't remember. I did the Vault of Glass. That's the first one.
Right, and then there's the one.
And then there's the one where we had the
Taken King.
jump around and dunk the dude.
Yeah. That's the one you did on the stream.
Yeah, I think that's the third raid.
Okay.
And I think I didn't do the second one. Sitting here trying to remember.
I think that's the wolf one.
I got blown up. Yeah, there's the one where you like drop in and it's dark.
Okay. I haven't seen it.
And there was a chest you could just farm by running into that early part of the raid over and over again.
Okay.
For a little while. I never did that one. Right. Anyway, we're gonna return to orbit.
Alrighty.
That's Rise of Iron. It's out now. It's not on old consoles. It's just PS4 and Xbox One.
Right.
They're selling it as part of a full-on, here's all your Destiny pack for $60. And then if you already own Destiny, you can get Rise of Iron for less than that. So,
cool.
There it is. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.